Hello everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and I am going to show you today a project I made using the God Bless America collection from Carta Paper Company. This obviously is very patriotic. It's 4th of July. So let me take you through it. I'll tell you a little bit about the cover. Now this cover is dimensional. So I did make some bottle rockets. I don't know what they are. I rolled up some paper and put a little cone tip on that. And I will show you how I did that in the tutorial. So there will be a tutorial on this. It should be linked in the description box. So again, it's very dimensional in the front. And then on the side is some of that gorgeous seam binding from Country Craft Creations. All of the material, by the way, is from Country Craft Creations. They are an online scrapbooking store. You can get paper, you can get glue, adhesives, embellishments, and plus they have their own exclusive paper collection. So go check that out. Again, the link is in the description box. This mini album, you would think I'd know the size of it by now. It's 6 by 8. I decided to go a little bigger this time, and the whole idea of this is so you can put in 4 by 6 photos with a minimal amount of cropping. So some people who are new to mini albums, you might give it to them as a gift, and they A, can't cut a straight line and don't have a paper trimmer, or B, don't know to crop photos, and it's just easier for them to put in 4 by 6 photos since that seems to be readily available. So let me take you inside and show you what we got going on. So in the cover, there is this opening. There's a flap, and inside the flap, there's a matching side, and there is a pocket here. So again, this is a cut apart. This is 4 by 6, so they could put a 4 by 6 photo right on there. And incidentally, sometimes you might get a cut apart that you really don't like. I mean, this is adorable, and who wouldn't like that? But you can just put your photo right on top of it. If there's a little bit of the border going around the side, all the better. So there is that. The way I put this album together is going back to my childhood. For probably the first 12 years of my life, every 4th of July we'd go to my aunt's house, and they would always have a big 4th of July picnic, and in their small town they would have celebration, and they would have fireworks at night. And I remember we'd all walk down this big steep hill and go to the festivities during the day, and I don't remember if it was animals. I mean, I really didn't care too much about the day festivities because I'd rather stay at my aunt's house because she had it decorated. And she had geraniums in tubs and flags all over the place. So when we'd get to her house, it was decorated beautifully. So that's why I opened with this to sort of set the stage, because that's what my aunt did. There was this cut apart, which I thought was a great little vignette. And I made just a little booklet out of some 4 by 4 cards. This is a great spot to journal. So if I were keeping this book, I would write, every year we'd go to my aunt's house or whatever, and use the straight paper to write on. And my brother would bring his tricycle and ride around my aunt's yard. So, and then this flag was just one of the cut aparts, and I just thought I'd keep it in there because why not? It's 4th of July. So there are hidden pockets in the pages. Again, it's ready for a 4 by 6 photo. I did not put photo here. And I guess I could do that. But anyhow, all the cut aparts, and I used a tab punch to make this little flag. And that is for all of the cut aparts, not cut aparts, the hidden photo mats inside the pockets. So then we turn the page. And again, more stage setting, more little vignettes, and yeah, she always did have lemonade. And they were always pinwheels. Remember when you were a kid, pinwheels were a big thing. The tutorial that I make does not have these cut-aparts as part of the tutorial, but obviously you can add some 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, well actually 3 3/4 by 4 1/4 flap to a page. But it does have this, so there is a long pocket, and again this is ready for a 4x6 photo, and that just simply goes in that pocket, and there's lots of room, so if you were to put the photo on both sides, it still is going to fit in that pocket. And it's got some of that ribbon again from Country Craft Creation. This time I just kept it straight. For the book, I just spritzed it and scrunched it, and I could even scrunch it some more, but I just decided to keep it straight on here. And incidentally, I put it on, I had some colorful staples, so those are blue staples. I just stapled it on the back. I was going to put a button or something on there, but I decided not to add to the bulk. And then I just covered the front so you don't see the back of the staples. And then this is held closed with a magnet, so that opens up. And there's another hidden pocket here, and I did put another one of the cut-aparts inside. So if somebody were to get this book, you could attach a photo onto this page, but then just stick some extra photos or tickets or the wristbands that you get when you go places inside this little pocket. And then this is matching, so that opens up, and yeah, I did have that paper below just to give some effect. Let me move this out of the way. So again, 4x6 photo right there and right there, and also on this side, and then whatever you want in the pocket. So there is another one of the cut-aparts. The cut-aparts, the artistry on those is beautiful, so I didn't want to let those go. They're adorable. And then there's room for the photo inside there. Okay, so now this page gets a little more involved. So here is one of those cut-aparts. Now, who didn't do that as a kid? Decorate your bike with ribbons and things, although that's would have won the prize, I'm sure. So that opens up, room to journal or to put a little photo there. And then there's a little belly band here, and I used that same paper to replicate on both sides. There's that. And then this opens up yet again. And this is the paper that sort of shows a parade. Oh, and then this opens like that. So the two different colors of red that come with the collection. This is from the solids, the coordinating solids, and room there for a 3-page spread. And I like to put spreads because sometimes you get pictures that are, 3 parts, like somebody opening up a gift and confetti flying all over, and that's opening it up, confetti flying, and then the confetti all laying all over you, the kid that has the confetti, or whatever. But it doesn't have to be. It could be 3 unrelated photos. So this goes in like that. This opens, and the magnet is on the belly band here and on the flap. And then again, this coordinates but doesn't match. So that opens up, and that does also, and room for a photo going up and at the top, and here room for a photo and going down. And of course here, and also if you had more ephemera, you could just put it in here, and it's going to stay tight because everything's going to stay in this pocket. So there we go with that. And there is the hidden photo mat for that page. So on this side, on these 2 pages, again, in keeping with the room, the theme to get 4x6 photos, these pages are 4.5 by 6.5, and the papers are bigger than 4.25 by 6.25. So if you were to put a 4x6 photo, you're still going to have the border of the paper around the photo. Now, if you're running out of room, or if your book is getting too bulky, you may not want to put the coordinating paper in, or if you're running out of paper, you could make this a little bit smaller. Instead of this being 4.5 by 6.5, you could make it 4.25 by 6.25. So once the photo's on, there's just the small black outline. But I did not, and I put in paper here so you could open it that way, or you could open it this way, or you could just open it like that. Oh, I see the sun starting to come through the trees. I'll have to adjust my lighting. But anyhow, you could put your photos on there. So that would be great for portrait photos. And there are magnets in here to keep it nice and tight. And this was from a cut apart. I cut it down a little bit. But then on this side, this has a pocket and this piece comes out. So this is good for your landscape 4x6 photos. So this is a cut apart with one of the papers as the border. And then there are some more of the paper, and it'll open like that. And it'll also, so you can see, you can get 10 photos on here, and that goes into the pocket. And this is dimensional. This is about 1/4 inch thick, so it holds all this, and yet there's room for more photos in here. So you could do that. And if you wanted to, you could just take this and put the photos on and decorate your mantle, or just stick photos in this pocket without adhering them onto anything and give this away as another little book. So that goes into here. And there we go. And there's the hidden pocket page. Now these, very simple, but easy. Now I did take some of those rockets and put them on this page. I took some fantasy fiber and had it coming out of the rocket ships as if they're blasting off. This one is just the cotton cloud, although the blue or red would be fabulous on here. Now I made these swivel tabs with a punch that I have, but you could use another swivel tab, or you could even use magnets. But I'll warn you, if you use magnets, don't put them in the center. Have them offset a little bit, or else they might work against each other when you're trying to open the page. So anyhow, these will close, and that'll open up to put photos on those pages. All right, and then there, of course, is the hidden photo mat. And then the final page, of course, we have to end with a bunch of fireworks, because that's how 4th of July always ends, unless it's the ride home when everyone falls asleep. Just another cut apart, and there was another cut apart, and that goes in the pocket. And then this library style closure, I had some of these star brads in my stash, so I added them onto white paper. I thought that was fabulous. And I had a star button too that I just tied to that. So that'll open up. I put in a couple more of the cut aparts inside, just to show people that's what the pocket is for. And then that closes again like that. I say it's a simple mini album to make, and I believe that. You might think a page like this is complicated, but it's really not. And a page like this, yes, it has a lot of elements to it, but it's not difficult. And you can pick and choose. If you just like this page and you wanted to do this page throughout the book, then you could just do the whole album with that page. I mean, or this one. This is pretty neat because you actually can get a lot of photos in this little spread. So there is my 4th of July. There's the back, by the way. There is my 4th of July mini album made from materials from countrycraftcreations.com. Go ahead and check them out. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you will know when the tutorial for this is live and ready to view. So thanks again for watching. Have a fabulous day.